check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. I need to check what this sounds like. That's not the one. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alright. I think it sounds good. So we're gonna go to this one. Get back into it with all the 1.2 upgrades. Whoa, frame rate. There we go. Alright, so the last time we were in here, I went ahead and made this power plant here. Right now, it's only got 4. Because these things are mighty expensive in the early game. However, now that they exist, they make themselves less expensive because the power demand should ease up with these being around. So, yeah, we've got plenty. Alright. So now we can easily double our production before needing any more. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start getting these over here set up. That way we can start expanding the power. And in my last road, I kind of piped everything. Like, I built a facility here for all of these iron nodes, and then I built a facility over there for the Caterium, and then there was one over there for those. I kind of want to set up like a central location for a lot of this side stuff, but I also know that I don't have all the things that I want to build like a proper factory. And that's, you know, that's the struggle with early game in this, obviously, but I think I want to maybe build something up here and get some roads going down through this way. Kind of do like a 2-level deal here. And this could be like the main spot. I think that could work out nicely. Kind of use this build around it. Yeah. Yeah, that should be okay. Alright, so we're going to use the power that I just created from that and go ahead and get some of the things that we're desperately lacking built up. So for now, I think I just want to bring in kind of all of the materials from around this area. So all of this iron, that iron up there, and then I believe there's either a couple more over there or it's copper. I'm not sure. I don't think it's copper. I think there's a couple more over there, as well as I think there's a Caterium node over here, isn't there? Like a small one. I know there's something over here by the cliffside. It is copper. Okay. Yeah, that's not very nice. I'll leave that around. I don't need that. Alright. Okay, there's a bunch of iron up here. It's all in here. Okay. Alright, so we need to go ahead and make, I don't know, like 10 of these things. That way we can get miners down on all of this. Get some stuff pumped out. Get all of these broken up. And I also want to make sure at some point that I get something decent pumping into the ticket station deal, because it would be nice to be able to make some better stuff here. But at the moment, obviously, it's not the most necessary thing. Let's do that. This one's wrong. Let's go like that. Alright. Let's rotate this one. Like that. That should be better. Alright, and then 2 more. And obviously I want everything going that way. Is that, yeah, that leaves plenty of space, that's fine. Alright, obviously I want everything going that way, so I have fuel to cut these trees? I do not. Alright, well, let's at least get some foundations up here. Let's use one of these. Get it on the grid. Soup and sand. Alright, that should be decent for now. Although, yeah, let's go ahead and make this all the way. Alright, let me get my stream fixed here. I don't have that. That's what I'm looking for. I know this doesn't remain up to date, so let me move that there and go ahead and get this over here. And then get that running, that way I can see both. Alright. Let me expand this real quick. Take this and drop it in here. And then I can go back to this here. Oh. And bam. Alright. Let's continue. Alright, let's go ahead and get the top ones hooked up as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I do not want it. Alright, so with these being impure, they only put out 30. Overclocked is 90. It's not very much for each one of these, but it's something. So, yeah. Not really looking for perfection here. Just need to get it running. Once I get all of the customization stuff that I need in the future, then I can come back through and remake it all if I I spend too much time now, I won't want to tear it down later and build it the way I really want to. So, trying to stick to that and make sure that I, tell myself to do the right thing here. Accidentally unclicked it. I thought the other one wasn't full. Alright, go ahead and get that powered up. So all should be on now. So I need to make a receiving area. Which I do believe I could get most of them. And get I can get all of them to 2 belts. So I think I want to combine those 4 into 1. And then these 2 and those 2 into 1. Let's go ahead and go to about there is fine. Let's grab this, because it's driving me nuts. Thank you. Alright, and then let's get a crafting table here so that I could get some fuel for my chainsaw. Destroy some of the environment here. Make room for industrialization. Cool. How much does that stick out? Too much. Yeah, that should do it. Alright, cool. Now, we bring these to a central spot. Logistics, we're gonna put... Oh, that's cool. T-junction. Like that. We're gonna put a merger. About... Where's the center of this? Let's do... Let's actually just do this. Out there, yeah. And then, actually, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So, what we're gonna do is come down to this. No. I'm gonna come down to the, well, I really want it on this level, but I want it to be this. So I get at that, and do that. Alright, cool. Now that seems like a little much for just a factory that's gonna get tore down later, but I do have some nuances that I'm not willing to budge on. They've got to be at least a little clean. So I'm gonna set this right in the center here. Which I think that looks good, right? Yeah. Alright. Now, I can go ahead and take the Mark II, touch to that, and throw it that way. I actually think I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna set these. Yeah, we're gonna set these about like this. Like so. Get those fired up. And then we're gonna take the merger. We're gonna go and do that. Can I? Should I? Let's go something like this. That's nice. Now, instead of doing that and crossing everything over, I'm just gonna take these back to here and run them in with these ones. So we're gonna take and do a merger. Take and do a merger that runs directly that way, kind of. No way is gonna be good for this. I just have to send it, right? This one's gonna be a little wonky, but you know, it is what it is. Can we get it to here maybe, without clipping too much? No, maybe we take this one here, and then we run it something like this. And then we just that's too tight. Damn. Alright. Maybe we do something like this. Yeah. Perfect. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not perfect looking 90 degrees and straight lines, but you know what? Again, it's a temporary factory. It all comes to this, which then it can be straightened out in here and is perfectly fine. Alright, so that's that should be 120. And I want to go ahead and get the other 120 set up here. So, ouch. Let's go ahead. It's all going to here, which is fine. But you know what? I think I'm gonna build a little road across. So we're gonna take this. On this one here, and we're gonna just zoop it all the way across. Align these with the bridge. Get them connected back to power. And then do the same for these. You know what? We're gonna go this way. Where do I merge it? Merge it here. Merge it up here. Let's use this one. Let's merge those. We're gonna use this one. To merge these. That should do it. How do we do this? Alright, we just merge these two here. It doesn't really matter. Like so. And like so. merge these. Shoot. Merge these. Something like that. Alright. That'll go into there. That'll go into there. And then... Whew. That's expensive. You know what? We don't merge these yet. Because it's cheaper. To just run these lines. Then the Mark IIs. Except I don't have the concrete, so I'm gonna need materials anyway. Alright, let's go collect some stuff. Really? That stopped me? Are you serious? I also need to connect this this concrete out here. To that facility. Why is my frames dropping so bad right now? What did they do in this update, man? I haven't even looked at patch notes or anything. That's it? That's all you got for me? I don't need any of this crap. So, it's a decent amount. Should be all of them. Now, with that, what do I want to make with 240 iron? We've got screws, rods, plates. Should get some modular frames going. Now I can pull that copper net from the bottom and make some stitch plates. Which is probably what I should do. Maybe. Don't like this recipe at all. It's not that smart. Alright, it should be, it should be, 18.75 times 2.5. 46.87. See, I don't like this recipe. It's gotta be like 3.667 or something like that. 2.66, 42.5. Yeah. That's for 5 per minute. This also does 5. Okay, so I mean, let me, yeah, let me check what the numbers are on the one I did over here, so I don't have to go through and do all the math again, and we'll probably make some of those. And use that to make some modular frames. We'll send some of the modular frames to the sink. Ooh, thanks for the rubber. I don't really need it right this minute. Oh, the frame drops are killing me. They're don't know what's happening. Alright, I think this is doing it. No, it's this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I have this at 106%, which brings it to 20 and 40. It's 106.667. To 20 iron plates and 20 wire. Makes 6 per minute. 40 wire, sorry. Alright, 106.667. That's fine. Go ahead and take that. Drop that in there. I don't need that right now. It's just steadily cooking smart plating. I could just pull everything over here, like I did in my first playthrough, but that's the reason I don't want to. I already did that. Yeah, we're chilling. That's fine. What I need to do, which I think I'll do in the next stream, start getting some chords together, that way I can make some signs and label things. And I want to take and truck everything into one spot, so like pulling all the iron nodes to a specific spot, and bringing everything, you know, kind of to a central location for this area. And I think this really is a good spot for it. Is that a limestone node as well? I think it is. It is. Yeah, this is a decent spot for it. So, you know, let's see what we can do. So, let's get rid of this for now. And let's go ahead and get the copper over here, which this bridge will work perfectly for. Because I think these are also impure. Yeah, okay. Which means I can easily bring both of these over to that same spot. Really? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get up off me. Huh. Okay. I would really appreciate it if you move, you know? Trying to work here. Can you? Please. Goodness. Yep. Didn't I ask nicely? Now it's time for you to go. Anyways. These should both be 30, right? Wish I could check that way. Yeah, they're 30. Alright, let's get this up to here. 4, these run right alongside each other, so 4 could go here. 3, sorry. And then this, make sure it runs right along with that. And then this goes down to there. Nope, they're out. Why are you going backwards? There we go. Right through a rock. Did you have to do that? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so this is 60 copper, 120 iron, 120 iron. Let's go ahead and get them smelted. Here is what we're gonna do. Gonna do this like so. And this can handle 30, right? So that's gonna be 4 off of this line. Right? So we're gonna do 4. And then we're gonna do 1 more. And then we're gonna do 2 of these. I should be able to connect these together now, right? No? Oh, that's a thing in the map I gotta get. Okay. Alright. No problem. Go back. Do it the old school way. Ain't no thing. Bam. Bam. Ding. Ding. Get all these connected up. Max consumption is still below the threshold, which is fantastic. I am gonna need 1 more row. Which is fine. It is perfectly fine. Alright. So I should be able to fit all of them if I stack them, but I don't have the. I don't think I have the stacker thing. Because I don't have anything uploaded to the sync. Oh, I do have the stacker. Okay. So. what we're gonna do is merger here. Which way? Wait, hold on. Merger here, going towards me, like so. I should be able to. Nope, not like that. Should be able to do that. And then do that. Right? And then should be able to build a manifold merger here, facing that way. Right. This one facing out. These ones facing in. Like so. And we're gonna go ahead and do the big ones for all of these. And I don't need those ones, I do need this one. Alright. Now go to this here. And we set this. Shoop. Like so. And this. Like so. Yep. Now we just need manifold splitter. It should be 1, 2, 3, it's 5. This one should be like this, and then like that. 3, 4, like this, and I don't need that. should very well handle all of it. Fantastic. Alright. That leaves making the goods. The question is, how much would I need to overclock it to use all 60 of the copper? Because if I just use 40, it leaves me in a weird bind here. And I don't want to be in a weird bind, you know? %160%. Wait, that's wire, so that's not even. Okay. Crap. Alright. We got a bit of a situation in our hands here. How much does it take wire to make wire? 30, 15 ingots, therefore I can get 120. So I can double the production on both. That's 160. 320. So if I do this here, I can get 60, I can get 120 wire. And if I'm doing these, right, it's only using 30, okay. 60 wire. And I'm getting 120. If I double this, right, that's 120. That uses 60 plates. That's all the copper right there. So if I do plates, I get 20 out of 30 for each, and I'm doing 30 plates, which means there it is, 8. What am I looking for here? Hold on. I need 60 apiece, which means I need 2, 4, 6. I need 3, which is 3, 6, 9, 90. Times 2 is 180. Because I need 30, right? 30. No, I only need 30. Which means I need 60 total. Which means I only need 90. So out of 240, I only need 90 for this. So out of one of these, I just need to cut 30 out. And send the rest into production for this. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and run these out like so. Right, these are gonna do plates. I actually only need 3 of these. Let's go to the end here. So I need 3 of these. Making plates. Right, they take 30 apiece. Okay, so let's take the Mark II. Let's bring it down here. And we're gonna do splitter. Where we split it in half. That's 60, 60. $30. Hold on. That's exactly how I need to do it, but I don't like the look of it, so we need to adjust this a little bit. Alright, let's send. Splitter here. Where we're gonna take 60. And 60. Cut this into 30. That's 30. This is 30. This is 60. Now all I need is to split this one. One more time. That's 30 apiece. So I'll produce in 20. this should go ahead and take all of the copper. Oh, I'm gonna need 4 of these as well. It's fine. We can do this way. Okay, I think, at least I hope, I got all the math right there. That uses all of the copper. That leaves 120 iron, 150 iron as a remainder to do whatever else we need over here. And that should be making some reinforced plates. And a fair amount of them too. Cool. 9:18 per minute. That's pretty good. That should have us fairly well set up. And if we look, I do believe the next bit that we're gonna need some rods. 4.5 for 150%, huh? That's actually not bad at all, because I can take half of what's going in here, split it, run it into this machine here, or I can just run 2 of these if I've got enough for the rods, which realistically with 150 iron, yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why I can't make 18 per minute times 2 is only 28. That's gonna be a whole 2 overflow, which is perfectly fine. I don't really care. 2 extra sitting in that machine doesn't bother me. And that only consumes 30, which is honestly that piped into 2 of these. That excess piped into 2 of the constructors there, and then those piped into here, and I'm making 6 mod frames per minute. Let's go ahead and set that up real quick. I think I want to do that for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and bring these in line with this. Probably about actually we're gonna bring it a bit this way. Probably about maybe here. Should be good. Alright. And then I can go ahead and bring this over. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I want to keep it off of this so I can bring my power to the line. That is awful. Can I? Probably about there, I'd say. It is plenty fine. I can run this to both of these. Yep. And then go ahead and get a couple constructors over here. Like so. 15. Iron rod takes 15. One. Let's go ahead and get this in between these. Powered on, and I can go to that. I don't mind that being like that. That's, you know what? I do mind that being like that. Let me fix it. I want it to be in line with this, so it needs to be here, like that. It's like so. Bam, bam, and then splitter coming from that way, going into there, and there, and then this can go up, and over. Although I don't like how that goes, so we're gonna make this go straight, bring it up, and then bring it down. I don't like that it does that, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. Alright, so now let's bring in 30. Those are gonna split. Making 15, 30 total. These are then going to be piped into conveyor belt. Is too steep, huh? Yeah, whatever. That. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do this one here, and we're gonna bring them in from the others. Ooh, snap. Alright, we're actually gonna take this one and put it that way I can do this. And we're gonna take a merger. Sorry, a splitter. With a splitter. Connect. And then bring it down over here. Which will then go into there. Now that's going to be 9, and that's going to be plenty there. This is going to sit. This is going to pull from here. And then these are going to make mod frames. Mod frames. At shoot. I need to go grab another slug. Oh. Alright. Now turn the slug into a thing here. And that's all my machines working. I will just need to then figure out what to do with the rest of the 120 iron. Crafting bench. Power shard. That there. Throw that in there and do 150%, 4.5, and 18. Oh, actually, I did my math wrong here. And these are underproducing. I need this to be down a little bit. To 15. Because that's actually, that was 36. Now it's 30. So 125. 125. Now it's only pulling 7.25 out of the bins over here, which is totally fine. That means this is gonna be able to back up. And I will have 10.75 being produced for use otherwise. So let's go ahead and get some containers for these going. Perfect. And that there is a good little factory. Still, again, I have the 120 iron. Which is fine. I will definitely figure out a use for that. I'll probably honestly put into more screws. always need more screws, so I think for now that's at coming up on 2 hours. I think that's a good stopping point for the day. Again, the next episode I want to get into some quartz, maybe get some signage going on, especially for like these, so I can start labeling how much I'm producing before I get too many more machines going. And then definitely start sinking some stuff, maybe grabbing the Caterium. And yeah, getting the rest of the coal used up over here, and then probably going down and grabbing the SAM that's over there, so we can get that fired up. So that's that'll be the next goal for the next episode. But for now, I think this factory was quite productive. Having the modular frames will be nice. Being able to do the next objective for basic steel will be fantastic, especially.
Look through the window and witness a thread. The effigies ripples through our temples, our veins nearly touch. It is shy, notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
Oh, sure. Sure, Ada. I believe you. Alright, anyway. That's gonna be it for now. If you watched, I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.